Yo, what's the deal, y'all? It's your man Nick Cannon, aka Mr. Showbiz, and you watching the Scorpion Show with Kevin and Mikhail. You heard?
You know what he tell him? Mind your business.
No, I don't even tell them that. I just say, you know, I had to move your leg over.
She got bad knees or this or that, and she laying down. That's what you tell them.
I don't tell them that when they ask me you at. I just say, look, at this point, I don't even know if it's crooked. I'm just glad that.
Just pull it over some.
Yeah, there we go.
No, it's crooked. Take the camera and go like this. Yeah.
Look, whether it's crooked, they still gonna watch. They better. You know. What's going on YouTube? It's Kevin and Mikhail. We are in the dining room for the first time in 3 months. 3 months. You know, I almost had to Jack Mikhail up in this dining room when we was discussing Wendy Williams and Beyonce. And, you know, we actually just discussing Wendy Williams on Mary J. Blige on Wendy Williams today, and he think that Wendy was being messy by asking her the questions about the drug stuff. I just think that it was a real good interview because Mary haven't had like a real good interview in a long time, if you ask me. So for Wendy to bring up the past and talk about where she is now, talk about the music. I just think it was real good, and it was a real good day on Wendy today.
I didn't say it wasn't a good interview because I know. I'm just saying I think that after 20 years, I don't know. It's like somebody asking. It's almost like a rhetorical question of somebody asking, Beyonce, well, how did you start out? Well, we started out in our mother's salon. We know that. You've told that same story every interview. You know what I think it is? Sometimes I think with Wendy, she'll bring up the past. To be messy. Not even just to be messy, but just to set up her phone on, what's the name? I forgot to. You ever notice that when we record, my phone never makes noise because I never have it on? What's the name?
Huh? I got to turn it off. I was trying to see what she said, but, my fault. But we was just...
Well, see what she said.
Why shooting? I don't know. Huh? Anyway.
Maybe it's supposed to be why certainly or
I'm shooting.
Oh, I'm shooting.
Okay. So anyway, I just think
after you're shooting.
Yeah,
after you're shooting.
I think that Wendy was just trying to set up her questions because she was kind of a little bit like I don't know if Mary wasn't giving her enough to work with. I don't know, but she just was trying to get some stuff out of her. But it was a real fun day on Wendy. Mary performed twice. She did a little her interview segment, and she gave away stuff from her house. She gave fans from her biggest fans a Louis bag. I know I seen a Louis bag. I don't know what type of other bag she gave out, but she gave from her house. It was a really good day on Wendy, and I fell asleep because I was up all night editing Tamar and Vince's birthday party. Is really good, but I'm just waiting for them to see the video first before I put it on YouTube. So we in the dining room, and guess who was standing over there just watching like a hawk? And I know y'all ain't seen my mom in a long time because I've been keeping her off of YouTube for a little bit. I had to. Yeah, I did. But anyway, come on over.
Yeah, you did what? She sleep.
Look at her.
Yeah, you did what?
Yeah, I had to, I took her off for a little while.
But he took you off.
I didn't take her off, actually, because she was doing her own little thing.
What happened? Why she not on no more?
Look, it's a long story, but, she's still around, with her bad knees. She's still kicking. And she over there asleep. She didn't know her little introduction.
I'm all supposed to be seen.
Come on over here or something.
He's a good son.
I'm sure he is.
God knows I love him. He do little things.
He does.
Like he went and got me my popcorn the other day. He wasn't gonna get me nothing. My baby came home with my stuff. Yes, he did. Mama love him. Right and saying. So how's everybody? Happy New Year's and all them good things. I love all my babies. Can I see some love? You ought to forgot about me like that, huh? Oh, you ought to forgot Mama. Huh? Mama ain't forgot about you. I'll be back soon. Don't worry about it. Be able to tell you about everything. And I mean everything. Oh, telling you, girl. There's so many things going on here out in this world. See, my hair done turned to all white. That's from him worrying me.
Who?
Him.
Me?
Him and everybody else in this household. Well, you know, some of them done moved out and got out.
A lot. I told him don't not be popping off in
You
here.
gotta kick them out. You know, you gotta get out there in that world and find out what it's like.
Can I just say I don't live here?
You sure don't.
You don't live there.
But he always here, even on
Well,
holidays.
let me make a long story short.
Too late.
I love you all. And I'm gonna get off of here.
You ain't even tell me you got married. You ain't been online in a long time.
No, I ain't been on. I got married.
I's married now.
Yeah, I's married. Oh, yes, I am. I'm legal.
Oh,
Oh, honey.
oh,
I had
wow.
him for 20 years.
Wow.
So I might as well had.
Oh, okay,
He wasn't about to
Oprah.
go nowhere. He was digging in deeper and deeper.
I don't think I want to hear
So,
that. I don't think I want to hear that.
So I said, well, I might as well go ahead. He ain't going nowhere, neither am I.
Well, maybe
Not
he
with
dug
these
too
bad
deep.
knees that I got. But I do love him. He's my thing. He's so different from me. I'll tell you, when they say opposites attract, that's a true statement.
It is a true statement. I know.
You know.
I've been sitting next to one for
I'm
4
telling
years.
you, you would never know.
You would never.
You wouldn't. You would never know he was my husband. You look at him, little thing. But I sure do love him. So I got what I wanted. God made me happy. I don't know about nobody else in this world, but he sure did that thing for me. So I'm pretty happy. I don't know about the rest of them. I'm going to get off of here. And I'll catch up with y'all later. I'm telling you, I got so much to tell you. Could I see some love? A little bit?
This isn't live.
This ain't
TV.
live.
Being
Oh,
recorded.
this is recording.
Yes.
Okay.
That's why no
Well,
one.
I know-
That's
I
why
know
no
once
one's
you put-
responding.
I know once he put it on there, they'll all light up.
I know.
Like little light bulbs.
That's why when you first said,
Oh, I tell you, this light up. That's what Mama love that. Everybody needs some love in this world. Y'all need it, and so do I. Catch y'all later.
all right.
All right. What is that cat doing?
I'm trying to get in here. You done close her head.
Oh, well, let
So
her
she
go.
stuck her tail out and let you know that she's in there.
You might as well let her out. So yesterday, there was a
She
huge
shot right out like a bullet.
passing yesterday with Don Cornelius, and sadly,
Yeah,
he killed himself.
I'm sorry to hear that.
I am too.
Yeah, me too.
Really sorry. Something was going on
Something
there.
was going on with him to do that.
Nobody caught it.
Yeah, I mean, he's 75. I just don't. Y'all know, I just can't.
It's not easy being old.
And he was
Fall
going. He was
apart
going through a divorce
little bit
too.
every day. Y'all wait till y'all get to that stage.
I found out he was going through a divorce too.
Oh
Yeah.
Jesus!
Yeah, he was going through a lot.
And I heard he had cancer too.
Yeah, you don't know what people's right state of mind is. You know, when they go through stuff like that. You know, it's easily said
That
when
I
you
can't
say
do
that
that.
you couldn't.
Mhm.
You know, but
Scared.
you don't know.
Scared
Yeah.
something scared him.
You know, his.
And
I
he
feel
figured
bad.
that was the way to do it, but I guess maybe it was for him.
I don't know. Y'all know I hate these discussions on that because it's just like, even with the young people, you know, they just taking their lives. Like one of my Twitter followers killed themselves 2 days ago
How do you know? Who told you
because
that?
I seen it online. And then I went to their Twitter and I seen they actually was following me. But they left all of these warning signs on Twitter that they was, you know, about to do it. So I'm just saying that we have to be a little bit more careful to the people that we know. If you know something ain't right, you know, ask them, say something, try to help them. Even though, you know, there's plenty of help
Watch
out
what
there.
you say.
a lot of people don't want to, offer the help. Man, there's a bunch of help out there. They don't want the help. So we have to be there, be that friend for someone. Like, for me, I know when something ain't right with my friends. And if they trying to tell me something, I call them right on out on their bullshit. I just tell them right there, stop playing with me. I've known you too long for this. Like, I know when something ain't right with somebody. And you should know that in your friend. If you don't, something ain't right. So try to get them some help. And if you sitting there and you contemplating, whether should I kill myself or not? To me, suicide is the easy way out. Life is not easy, and no one is going to be born with a silver spoon in their mouth. Everything is not going to just be handed to you. Some people have to work for the things that they have. And, I say that your life is a story, and you don't want your life to end with you ending it by killing yourself. To me, that's a horrible way to go out. And your life is a story, and you don't know who you can inspire.
Bad ending.
It is. So if you're contemplating it, you can go to visit suicide.com. They have a bunch of numbers where you can talk to someone who can help you, or let somebody know what's going on with you. Don't hold it in. Like, don't keep it to yourself. I know people say, well, it's not that easy. It's easier said than done, but to me, like, you're hurting that burden on yourself. You're hurting nobody but yourself when you keep that in. You just let it keep happening to you.
Share that burden.
Yeah, you got to get it off you. If it's abuse, if it's what is it? Oh my goodness, drugs, alcohol, whatever. Seek help. You don't have to kill yourself, because it's a permanent solution to a temporary problem, and you don't have to go out like that. And I don't like talking like this, but it feels like we have to keep talking about it, because even if you when you're not talking about it, people still gonna do it, and people are like, well, I'm gonna just go ahead and kill myself. I hate seeing those stories. I hate when people tweet me it. I just hate it, and it's just sad when we have all of these resources out here. No one is taking advantage of it. So if you are going through that, please get help. I don't even know how to pick this up right now. You got anything?
Sometimes you got to be careful of the medicine that you take, because it make you feel suicidal.
Oh, well, yeah, that's true, too.
And they're always warning you about different medicines. It changes your attitude and the way you think.
Make them depressed.
Yeah, it make you depressed. So you got to be careful about that, too.
Mm-hmm. I had one drug in my life that made me emotional, and that was hydrocodone or something like that.
Hydrocortisone.
It's one of those things. That thing make you emotional just like that. Somebody can say something and they not even coming from a mean place, and they just make you sad and want to cry. So I have experienced a drug like that. But
I have too. It's called the Scorpion.
Well, hey, I'm the boss. That's what happens. Who loves their boss anyway? They're gonna be like, oh well, you need to stop saying that you run the Scorpion. I don't even mean it like that. Some people think that I'm changing, or some people think that we're gloating.
I don't pay no attention to them.
Over what's going on with us. Can I just say that
I don't gloat.
We've been doing this for almost.
Can I just say one
years.
thing? I can't possibly be gloating when every time you see me, I have this red cap on.
And I still live at home, so it ain't that easy. But I'm just saying,
even though I do think when I'm done with this cap, it's going in the Smithsonian. I've met everybody in this cap. I have.
We've been doing this for almost 4 years, so now it's like we getting out there and we meeting the people that we talking about, and that's a good thing. So when we sharing it with y'all, it's not like and we met this person and we met that person. We are on this journey, and you guys are on it with us. So we're sharing our experiences with you. So if you think that we're gloating, I think it's secretly you don't like what we're doing, and this is something that you want to do. But you can do it. All you got to do is be yourself. Mm-hmm. People ask me all the time, but what you do on YouTube? How can I get started? First things first, be yourself. Don't come off as a phony or a fake, and you don't have to like everything somebody does, because look what we're doing. It's the same people we see. Sometimes we don't like the stuff that they do, and sometimes they're not gonna like what we say, but they respect us because we're being honest about it. So I would like to think that people don't think that we're gloating and stuff, because that's not even who we are. It's been this stuff going on about X Factor. We forgot to talk about this the other day.
What happened?
Paula got fired, Nicole Scherzinger got fired, and the host Steve Jones got fired. And now is this big thing going around, well, who are going to
Replace
replace these people? I'm so tired of y'all tweeting me about this media takeout story that Beyonce is being offered $500 million just to judge a show. I don't think Simon would be that crazy to
First
hire
of all,
Beyonce.
Simon is not that
that
desperate
much.
for a host that he would offer them $500
$100
million.
million? Are you serious?
Like,
Is the show even making that much money?
That don't even make sense.
it does not. It doesn't make $500 million. Is that even? I'm sure he's probably making close to that. So why would he allow someone to make that much
More than him,
More than
huh?
him? Come on, let's be real.
He ain't even worth $500 million.
And then
That's like ridiculous.
Nick
$500
Cannon
million.
went on to say that Mariah Carey is not judging X Factor.
Of course she's not.
Because he's saying that she is too up there to be doing something like that.
Which is true.
And that's not something that she likes to do. But my thing is, it's not bad to be a judge. What you're doing is some of these people look up to you, and you know it's not easy. People are going to tell you your music ain't great, your this ain't that. It's the same thing when you sit in front of them executives. They might not like what you're presenting to them for them to represent you. You know, but you got to hear it from somebody, and I would rather hear it from somebody that I admire or who I adore, that I don't sound right or I'm not doing something right. That's just me.
Well, you may admire it, but the person you adore may not be the type that would like to be put in that position. I don't want to be put in that.
Well, we know what he doing. He got a damn paper.
I don't want to be put in that position to have to judge somebody. You know, because it's hard enough. You know, it's hard when you have to do things like that. I don't blame Mariah Carey for not wanting to be a judge, because you want to separate yourself from that whole aspect of, because some people may look at it and say, well, Mariah, like, okay, you're a legend, this and the third, but like, you know, and you know how, you know, people can be really nasty to you when you're being honest to them.
Yeah, but
see
you know
I'm
what?
saying?
It's a right way to say everything.
There is a right way to say
now,
everything, but you
Simon-
know, when you tell people, first of all, some people, especially when it comes to American Idol, when they tell some people in American Idol that,
They
look,
can't
I'm sorry,
sing.
you can't sing. What do those people do? Some of them go in the hallway and curse them out. Well,
You know why?
And it's like, come on.
You know
like,
why they get a chance to curse them out? Because the producers psych them out by having them think that they can sing. Because we done heard the American Idol been on 10 years, and we all know they go through like 5 different producers
Before
they even see the judges. So if you already be like, well, I know I don't sound good, but shit, if these producers saying I sound good, and I go over to perform for Simon and them, then they get told, oh, well, sorry, you know, you're not what we're looking for. And that's why they're going to snap. Like, you're not going to get my hopes all up thinking I'm doing great.
well, you should have
and then
enough
I'm
common
not.
sense to know if you can sing or not.
And they should.
Come
and
on.
they should have. First of all you got to do. Well, first of all, you got to look at who's been on the show, who's singing. These people are real singers, talented singers. And if you know you can't sound that great, then
I just
bring
wouldn't
it up.
I just wouldn't want to see Mariah Carey as a judge on that type of show. I agree with her husband.
I
Mariah
love it.
is a huge star. I mean, I'm not saying that, you know, she's better than anybody else, but I just think that no, let Mariah be a guest. Let her do come on as a guest one day to mentor the singers rather than be a judge. I would like to see that.
I would love for Mariah to be on, because she is the X Factor. She is someone that represents the X Factor. It would be great if, you know, L.A. Reid, or even if, like, I say Mariah Carey, or even Toni Braxton, I think she would be good for a show like that, because she would be able to give her opinion. It's LA based, which means she doesn't have to travel all around the world.
Hey,
Now y'all not gonna do this.
I don't live here.
So I just think it would be good. Even like if Perez Hilton was the host, they need something that's gonna spark this show. You need something that's gonna make your show different than any other show that's on television. That's what they need. So they need to bring in these big names. Now Nicki Minaj, I seen they talking about Nicki Minaj being the host. I'm not here for it. Like, there's a lot of rumors going around. I would love to see Kelly Rowland lead the UK X Factor and come over here, because she does not have a big, you know, fan base stateside. So that would be a huge boost for her. Some people it would be a boost for, and some people would be like, well, you know, they shouldn't do it. They're too big for this show.
Yeah, Mariah.
I don't think she's too big for the show. She's had success.
Okay, you
She
said
sold
some people-
200 million. Some people.
You said some people
need to be
are.
on.
Some people it'll help as a boost, and then some people you think, oh, they're just too big for the show. So if you don't think Mariah's too big for the show, then who is?
I don't think she's too big because she would be a voice that the America needs.
Well,
and
who's
they
too
know
big to be on the show?
who is too big.
Yeah.
Right now, Beyonce's too big because listen.
I
This
think
is,
both
this
of
is
them
the-
are too
no,
big.
This is
Mariah-
why. This is why I think that Beyonce's too big. Beyonce still has a whole lot going on. Mariah Carey got like 15 albums. Okay, ain't much that Mariah Carey can do when she's been out since the 90s. So what's wrong with coming on a TV show 20 years later and saying, judging these people? You've been there. You've been to the top. You've done a whole lot.
Yeah,
but
I think I would agree with you a little bit more if Mariah wasn't making any more albums. But Mariah is still continuing to make albums. So I think
Well,
that
shit, it ain't
if she
wrong.
was retired, then I would say, okay, well, Mariah's retired. She's not really making any albums, and she's a big legend. I mean, she's a legend now, but she's a big a retired legend. So yeah, let's bring her on show. But she's still making albums.
Yeah,
and
but-
you know what I think? I'm sorry to cut you
Go
off,
ahead.
but I think Mariah Carey, in her mind, she still thinks that she's the same Mariah from 20 years ago, which she's not. But I'm going to continue to let her think that. So therefore, if she thinks that she's the Mariah from 20 years ago, then let her think that. So she doesn't need to be on X Factor. I just think that that's.
You know what? Who else would be a good judge?
Kelly
I think
Rowland.
Kelly
Kelly Rowland would
Rowland.
be a great judge.
Pink. I think Pink would be a good judge. I think that L.A. Reid really needs to think about these females that he's developed over the years, and see if he could put one of them in the chair, because these people need the audience need conviction. You talking about the X Factor, okay? Nicole Scherzinger, who? What? The Pussycat Dolls, but so what? What Grammys did they win? What award show did they slay? So they need they.
I don't know. Do you know? I don't know either. I'm just saying, I don't know.
So
I'm just saying, I don't know.
he
Did they
needs
even
some-
perform halftime at the Super Bowl?
Stop it! Even Madonna would be a good judge.
Yeah, now she would
She
be a
would
good
be a
judge.
great
She's
judge.
somebody who don't need to be making no
Yes.
albums.
If L.A. Reid wasn't on there, I would say put Prince in the chair. It's a lot of good time.
Prince is a diva.
Patti LaBelle is a diva, but she keeps saying, she was asked to be an American Idol. She said no.
She said no because that show is not for her.
No, she said she
That's
don't like.
right, grandmother.
She don't like putting down nobody's dreams.
That's
But
my
shit, no.
baby.
If you can't sing,
What Patti
can't
LaBelle say on her
sing.
video?
That's mama's
That's
baby.
mama's baby.
Let me tell you
Yes.
something. I was watching the Legends Ball. You seen the Legends Ball?
Oprah's.
Well, yes.
I didn't see it.
I was
When it
watching
aired
it
on
on
TV,
YouTube.
I didn't get to see it.
It's crazy how they was all just grabbing that mic and. Just
Oh,
singing.
that part when they were singing at the
Oh
luncheon.
my God!
You are late.
I'm not late. I've seen it before, but it was just
That's
good to
late.
see it again.
Let me tell you something.
It was just good.
That was amazing
Patty
to
took
watch.
that mic.
When Patty took that mic. When Patty took that mic.
She outsang all of them. Shaka was trying.
But mind you, Patty was standing there like she wasn't going to sing. She took that mic with that handkerchief in one hand, her sunglasses on her face. They was ugly, but they was on her. And then handed the mic back over to BB and sat there. I said,
She said, when you pass me that mic, I do what I'm supposed to do. I say,
if y'all don't know what we talking about, please hit up on YouTube.
yes, y'all
type
gotta
in,
watch that Legends Ball.
But it's the part when they're outside, like the
Sunday
luncheon.
morning.
Yeah,
When
Sunday
it's
morning. And
Sunday, Shirley Caesar,
Yolanda Adams.
Yep, they all got to that. They killed it.
they took
And Janet knew not to get that microphone. She said, "This was just a wonderful experience."
What Lisa Marie? What Maria Shriver said? Pass the
said,
mic
"Damn."
around. They don't pass it to me. I ain't passing it to you.
And Paula, Oprah was like, all of these white people just looking around, like,
They
what's
were.
going on?
But you know what was so amazing about it? Because every single person.
Oh, that's your
Hello?
phone. Oh no,
Hello?
that better be Beyonce.
No, it's not. Hello? He probably can't hear me. Every single person who grabbed that mic slayed.
They
They all
sure did.
slayed. Like they all were just like.
But I mean, it's going to be hard. But even Kevin Hart as a host for that show, I think would be great. So they need to bring in some big,
I wouldn't
heavy
take Kevin
name.
Hart. I think if Kevin Hart was the host on the show, he would take away from the show, and it would be more about him rather than the actual show, because people would be looking forward to his comedic side. I think people will just watch for him and not the actual reason why they're supposed to be watching.
Hey, they trying to get views, okay?
Well, that's true.
They done got rid of Paula Abdul. Paula.
What was the point of hiring her if they were gonna get rid of her?
Because Simon said he got her back. He was going to help her out when his next show came. And then
So he helped her out and then told her.
Bam. Ain't that what happened in Hollywood a lot of times? When you help somebody out, they give you a favor, you do them a favor, and after that, that's it. So.
No, Paula wouldn't sit on his lap. That's what it boils down to. That's what it boils down. Paula would not sit on his lap, and so she said no in American Idol. He filed it on there. Said, well, you come on this show, you still said no. And so he said, well, you know what?
He said he's not done with Paula. Whatever.
He must got another show. I wouldn't want nobody to keep hiring and firing me.
Did you see Bishop Eddie Long in that video? Can I just say, if that's not, you know what that was like?
A cult.
Yes, it's like watching the men that come on TV 3, 4 o'clock in the morning telling you about God and these miracles. I felt like I was watching something from that.
No, you know what it felt like to me? Jim Jones. You remember Jim Jones years ago?
You know she know.
Well, you don't know, do you?
I know what he
did.
did.
Yeah, that's what it reminded me.
And not
of,
the singer, because y'all thinking about
not the rapper.
Okay,
this crazy preacher over in California years and years ago in the 70s. Had like this
his own
church,
religion,
had his own thing, and then took the people in his congregation over to Ghana. They started their own community, and then he convinced them that people over here in their family was out to get them and out against them, and just you couldn't trust anybody, and you could only trust him and his word. And then he wound up having all 900 of them drink this poison, and they all killed. It was just crazy. That's what it reminded me of when I watched that today. First of all, they were celebrating the fact that this guy, whatever his name is, was
one of these
crowning
rabbis,
him a king, crowning Eddie Long a king. I mean, they hoisted him up. They gave him a robe and a whatever, and then they wrapped him up in like this holy doctorate, and it was just like me and my coworker watching it together. It got to the point where I had to hand her over.
I was mad. I was mad.
Mad is not the word. You had to see me in my office. I told my coworker, here, you take it, because I can't watch it. Let me tell you something. I could not watch it.
Their whole congregation at New Birth Missionary. What is it? New Birth Missionary Baptist Church. Y'all are brainwashed. Y'all are so brainwashed. And y'all probably just in the moment, oh, this is Bishop Eddie Long. But first of all, y'all already knew he was sleeping with those boys. He was lying. Well, let's say he allegedly, because I don't want nobody trying to come.
What is that?
Sit down.
Did it jump? It jumped off.
Sit down.
These cats keep jumping.
They ain't worrying about you. They missed you.
They ain't missed you. You missed me.
Whoa. Sit your ass down.
I thought it was Eddie touching me. It was Eddie. No, Eddie, no.
He's out there touching those boys. If Yolanda, not Yolanda King, Bernice King. If she, I know she died a couple years ago. I'm a fan. I got some mixed up shit. They got a lot of kids.
They only got 4.
Shut up. They got lots, especially in today's age. 4, popping out 4 kids.
A 16-year-old in North Philly.
Okay, and then she gonna be working on her 4th by 22.
Okay.
Shut up.
Okay.
That's shade. Don't take that as shade to the ones that's watching. They got 4 kids at 22. Just know that, girl, you are strong. So anyway, if Bernice King,
and so is your uterus.
If Bernice King left, I'm about to say left the Scorpion Show. If Bernice King left that church,
Newberry,
y'all should have known something ain't right. Even in her message, she just like, the Lord told me it was my time to go.
Not only that, his own wife.
Okay?
His own wife.
She left him, then retracted the statement because he probably offered her a couple of dollars.
And then decided, oh, no, there ain't enough coins. And then left.
And I can't believe that Eddie Long just sat there and let all of this go
on. That's the... Oh, my God, Kevin, that's what I said at work. I said to my coworker, the thing that makes me even more upset is that he allowed that to happen.
Yes.
Because I think that if I was at church and my pastor had these people come and try to praise him, call him a king, I was no. It's time for me to go.
Let me tell you, I would have been cursing in that church while walking out.
It was unbelievable. He sat there and he allowed them to lift his chair up while he sat in it.
Wrap him around with the
he was
scroll.
a king. I was just like, oh my God, is he serious?
Let me tell y'all need to lead that. Everybody needs to pray for New Birth and pray for all of those people who sucked in churches that they don't need to be in. You don't need to be in a church where your pastor is not even like
and they
worrying about y'all. And they was cheering
on like he was a king.
and they brainwashed.
Can somebody please do me a favor?
I need somebody to treat us
If you
like
know that, if you know any member that goes to New Birth
Let us
Missionary,
know.
please send them this video and show them this part of the video.
Shit, I want Bishop
For
Eddie Long to come on the show.
to praise their pastor and treat him as if he was a king.
They went off.
You are beyond. You take religion or your religious views to a whole nother level. There's no way on earth that I would allow somebody to hoist my pastor up while I'm sitting there and call him and treat him like he's a king.
He even said, the king of the Jews. It took them 3.5 years to write this scroll. Jesus died at 33 and a half.
It was disgusting to watch. It was almost as if they were mocking.
Yes. Let me tell you, it's just like when you watch those shows where them people say, I'm blind, and you get the pastor come with somebody you don't know, come on and be like, I got the power of healing. Oh, I can see now. And the crowd go crazy. That's what it was like watching. And Bishop Eddie Long, you deserve, we need to put him back in there. Is he even in there?
And where? The seat church?
Yes.
Yes, him and Vanessa.
He needs to be back in there again.
No, he don't. He's
Yes,
already
he
there.
does.
Once you're there, you're there.
No. He needs another coronation into our Hall of Fame. Mr. King.
Eddie Long is like, I'm
over it.
For him to allow that to go on, it just shows that he is. Oh, but the thing that made me upset is that the congregation was cheering it on as if it was appropriate.
And you mean to tell me not even an old head in there didn't say something ain't right?
Right? You mean to tell me nobody in that church seats 14,000 people, by the way. Nobody in that church
I want to see somebody walking out.
Said, wait a minute, this is not right. This can't be right. This is not, it doesn't make sense.
I knew someone right when that lady walked up to him and gave him that money. Which I think was staged.
Of course it was staged. It was because if it wasn't staged and she took all that money out of her account to give to him, this multimillionaire who's driving up to church every morning in a Bentley, Lord.
I'm going to just say Tamar ain't doing something right, because I'm going to need her to just walk on the scripture show and hand us a whole bunch of money and then walk off like it ain't nothing, because I know it ain't nothing for them. But, I just can't believe that, y'all. So we just...
You know what they say, none can walk up there.
You better sing it, because I don't know it.
But the pure in heart, it's a highway to heaven. Mm-hmm. Walking up the King's
Mikhail, I'm over it. I'm just mad.
That was Eddie Long's highway at New Birth on Sunday. You couldn't tell him he was a king. They crowned him a king at New, and his congregation went off. I said, Lord have mercy.
I'm over it.
Remind me never to visit New Birth when I
I want to go there one day. I want to see what these people say. We need to go next time we're in Atlanta. We need to go.
Let me tell you something. Sitting in that church while he is the head pastor is something I will never do. I just can't. I can't see myself to do that. No. What?
I said, what else we got going on?
That just won't be New Birth missionary, okay? How do you feel about Morgan Freeman saying that he doesn't really celebrate Black History Month, that he feels as though Black History Month should be American? No. American history. What? He just feels as though Black History Month is just
Morgan Freeman.
No, before we get on that,
because I'm about to go
Before we get on that, how do you feel about Morgan Freeman marrying? Okay, he's like 74, marrying his 27-year-old step granddaughter. Well, his ex step granddaughter, because now he's not with the wife anymore.
Only can say is do him as long as it ain't blood. Because at first I was thinking it was the blood.
As it's not blood.
Look, let me tell you something.
That's not good.
Look, do you?
That was his wife's granddaughter.
Look. I'm not trying to.
But he cheated on his wife with her granddaughter. Wait, is it me? Is there something wrong with that picture? It doesn't matter if that's blood or not.
Let me tell you something.
Is there something wrong with that?
It's something all the way wrong with it, but I'm not. It's wrong.
Yeah, no, he's a member at New Birth.
Okay. No, because I was thinking at first I was. Yeah. So it's basically.
He's not related to her.
No, I didn't say that he was related. I know he's not physically related to her, but the fact that was considered,
But just think about how long they've been getting it in for.
While he was married to his wife, which was her grandmother. You don't think that's disgusting?
It's nasty.
If you walk in the room and catch your husband with your granddaughter.
his adopted daughter.
I mean, hello.
You know what? But the thing is, though,
Knock, knock. Who's there? Nasty.
Nasty.
Nasty who? Nasty as hell, okay? Nasty.
but no, I mean, I understand, but ain't nothing we can do about it, cause as long as, cause I was under the assumption that it was blood at first.
No, it's
but
a
then I
step
said,
on
thank God. So, but just cause that would be nasty.
No.
But you know,
That's not.
it's women
Is
out
that legal
there.
in this country?
What?
For him to do that if it was his blood? No, it's not legal, is that?
I mean, he could do what he
the
wants.
daughter that they adopted.
Shit, it's brothers and sisters out there making kids. It's nasty.
You talking about Woody Allen? Yeah, he did the same thing. Yeah, and married her, and they're still married.
Yeah.
They're still married. That's disgusting too.
So,
Yeah, they adopted her and raised her, and then she grew up and he married
He
her.
married.
well, shit, you got people like Marlo sucking 80-year-old things. So,
You know what? I haven't eaten.
you
yet.
know what? This world, nothing in this world shocks me like shock me.
Every time. Well, you know
Something
that
had to
Eddie
go
Long
down.
video today. Shocked me. All right, stop
Now,
moving my
that
sweater.
Now that was shocking.
That was very shocking.
I
said,
can't believe they was sitting there letting that happen, but I mean, should we really be shocked that this happening?
Did it
Because
almost
they
like-
already brainwashed.
It almost didn't seem real though.
He dropped that microphone talking about, I'm going to fight the fight. I didn't do nothing with those boys. And he settled out of court. So if you want to get this big sermon, and you know they say when you're a preacher, you know God is talking through you.
Mm-hmm.
So if you want to do all of this and you don't do it, and y'all still sitting in that church, something ain't right with y'all neither.
There's no way in the world. I don't care. I told this to my coworker. I don't care. The trial can go on from now until I'm 80 years old.
Mm-hmm.
If I didn't touch those little boys, there's no way in the world I'm paying them
Hell no.
anything. Because that's almost as if you're giving into their lies.
Yeah.
If this is a lie, there's no reason why I would ever comply.
Here
with
we
that.
Michael Jackson, and he should have did the same thing. He should have
should
fought
have.
that the
He
first
should
time.
have. He should
Don't
have.
be giving up no millions like that. Nobody, I mean, you Michael Jackson, but damn, giving up no damn money like that.
That's horrible to, because then that gives, if you know that you're telling the truth and you know that they're lying, that's giving people out there a leeway to say, well, you know what, they're lying and I'm gonna try this too. See, no.
And I heard
Eddie
one of the
Long should
people
have
doing
never given money up if he knew in his heart that he was telling the truth. I don't give up. I didn't want the trial to go on because I didn't want my church to be drugging it. I ain't want my family to be drugging this. If your church was really, truly behind you, your members would say, Pastor, don't give them nothing. Okay. Don't give them nothing. We're going to stick behind you. Instead, you pay them off, and then you have this
When I go to
this
New Birth,
rabbi come to your church
Where
and then crown you as
tell you,
king.
when I go to New Birth, I'm walking to the motherfucking stage,
Okay.
and I'm gonna say, God sent me here to talk to y'all.
No, you ain't.
And
You know
let
how I
me
know
go.
you're not? Because you too
Security
scared.
might
You're
grab-
too scared to get a picture with Khalees.
I was not scared to take a picture
Yes, you
with
were.
Khalid. See, this is my thing. I didn't want to be a stalker because, first of all, I love Khalid. Oh my god!
Well, what about you speaking to
Y'all don't
Beyonce?
understand.
You didn't speak- Why you didn't say hi to
Because
Beyonce?
she didn't speak to me.
Oh,
So,
okay. Right. Okay. Anyway, let me do the talking to New Birth, because all I got to do is walk in here with this cap on, and all hell's gonna break loose. Because they're gonna say, "Sir, you can't walk in here with a cap on." And I'm looking at them like, "Hell, I can't." Okay, I got
Yes,
something
you
to
are.
say. I got something to say, and trust me, I won't be here all service. I got something to say.
we give them
and I
quick
ain't
2
saying no
minutes
more.
and say we
Give
gotta
'em a
say,
quick 2
drop the
minutes.
mic and walk off.
You mean to tell me that not one member in this church didn't find something wrong with y'all crowning him a king?
If somebody fly me down to Atlanta, I would do it on Sunday.
Yeah, if someone paid for me to pay for my airfare and pay for my hotel, I will gladly go to New Birth Missionary with our camera and record our session in there. And if the security kick us out, because Eddie Long's paying a good penny to have security in there.
Okay.
If they kick us out, that's fine, because I'll send this video to WeTV, NBC, ABC, Fox, CNN, The View, Ellen, all of them.
I think we need to make a road trip this weekend.
I think, to where?
Atlanta.
A road trip? Who's driving? I don't drive to nobody's Atlanta.
Look, let me tell you. Oh my God, I got a big thought in my head. I can't even say it on
I
camera.
don't play that jump.
Girl, I ain't slammed that in a minute. I don't even know how to pick it up no more.
What you about? Of course it would. Of course it would.
Oh, my God.
Of course it would. Of course,
So
it would.
somebody wanna make
as
that
long as you
happen?
sitting there standing right next to me, I say, I don't mean no harm. I don't mean no harm. But I saw the. I promise you,
would
Pastor,
curse that congregation
I don't
out.
mean no harm. But you mean to tell me the day that you were crowned a king on here, it was posted all. You mean to tell me nobody in this church thought that was a little weird? I mean.
Okay.
Moving along.
So anyway, Morgan Freeman said that should be American History Month or American what?
Well, he just doesn't like the whole idea of Black History Month.
First of all,
He doesn't. Let's just put it like that. He's not too keen on the whole Black History Month thing.
fuck that. Black history is every fucking day. But let me tell you something. Us black people, we have worked hard since the time we got on here until now. And we still ain't got it right yet. We work hard to get what we have, to get where we've been, to make names for ourselves, and we're still trying to make names for ourselves. And we need something that's uplifting for us because we didn't ask to come over to America. We're only 12% of the population. A lot of people hold us down. Even though sometimes we're qualified for jobs, we are turned down for jobs. People look at us funny. People have that secret racism inside of us when it comes to talking about us. Shit, you could go on YouTube and see that shit. Where white people talk about us in a bad way, but they would never say it to your face. And I dare one of y'all to say it to my face. I will fuck one of y'all up. Not because of the pain that it has in that word. Just the fact that you think you can say what you want to say to me and that type of way, it's not going to happen. My ancestors had to deal with that, but I don't have to take that shit. I don't have to take it from nobody. Ooh. I don't have to take it from nobody. Ooh. Not at all. So let me tell you, we've been oppressed for so long. It's so many shit that black people have invented that our young children today don't even know about. And it's become so smoothed over where it's kind of like being wiped out of the schools. But no, our people need to know about who did this and who did that. You know who Martin Luther King was, who Rosa Parks was. I bet you, oh my God, and I feel bad for saying this, but I bet you if I asked my niece who Rosa Parks was, I bet you they probably wouldn't know. And I'm waiting for them to come in because I'm going to ask when they come in. Who Rosa Parks was.
But not
the
only
civil rights movement.
But not only that, I think that a lot of young kids, schools, when they do teach about Black History Month, they teach about only certain people in Black History Month. Like Rosa Parks or Martin Luther King or Malcolm X.
Benjamin Banneker.
It's people like that. But what about people like Dorothy Height or Paul Lawrence Dunbar? People like that.
Marcus Garvey.
People that who were behind the scenes. That's what schools need to teach about all that. So I think that Morgan Freeman should instead of saying, instead of him thinking that Black History Month should be just a whole American thing,
Fuck
which
that.
okay, fine. But
Fuck
I think
him.
that
I don't like that.
he should try to at least.
Come on now, we had to make our own black network because nobody went to play our shows and videos and stuff. And we're still doing it today with TV One because we can't get our shit out there. It's hard. They won't even give us movies because they feel black people won't go. And somebody left a good comment where they said because they're not promoting it in black areas, they're not coming to the black people. Come to the black people. We support shit. Look at Mr. Tyler Perry. He don't work that damn hard, but he gets shit into the black community, and those bitches go. You hear Tyler Perry's coming to town, everything shut down. Everything, you can't park no goddamn where. Man, my fucking birthday party, Tyler Perry had that shit shut down. People that normally park in the parking lot couldn't even park. They had to walk blocks to come because Tyler Perry's in town. You need somebody like that. Tyler Perry, you got Oprah, we got all of these people, but black history is dying. Because we don't know, it's not what it used to be. When I was growing up, we had pictures of all of these African Americans, in our rooms. We had Michael Jackson, Diana Ross, Mary McLeod Bethune, Madam C.J. Walker. We had all of them people. And they don't know about these people no more. It's like we're just... the Scorpion Show. Shit, I know we got a goddamn Guinness record. I know we do. Most hours on YouTube as a duo. I know we do. Because we make hour-long videos. Ain't nobody else on YouTube singing like us. But we don't get what we deserve. You two don't even recognize they black people like that.
I
Did
sure
you
don't.
watch? Did you
That's
watch
20
Generation U2? You ain't had no
Not
black people.
one black
Not even
person
Kingsley. And
featured.
Kingsley got the white people watching.
Okay.
What's her name? Glozell got the white people watching, and they still ain't getting recognized.
Ain't
And
that
all
some
of this is
shit?
black, so I already know they lazy as hell. They don't want to click the like button. I gotta keep telling them.
First of
the
all,
white people be clicking that
majority
shit,
of Kingsley's audience, I'm sure, is probably white. And
Of
he
course.
still didn't
and,
get
and that
recognized.
bitch is slaying, and they didn't even have him on there. Not one time. And you want to tell me, oh, well, Black History? Fuck that. We need all of it. We got a black president, and them people in the South, they don't want no goddamn black president. They don't care. They don't really care about about what he's for. They care about the color of his skin, and they don't want no nigga in the White House. I was watching that shit on TV. When they was down south, they don't really care about this Republican shit. They want Obama out the White House. That's their main thing.
Yeah, they just don't.
I just want him out the White House. I couldn't believe it. I said, oh my God. If she could have said it the way she wanted to, I just want that nigga out the White House.
Okay.
Y'all got me on here preaching. Want to talk about some shit. Black, no, we need all, and first of all, we only get 28 days, and every 4 years, 29. See, that's how they run us over anyway, by not giving us 31 days.
They run you over.
That's how
They give you 28 days and then 24.
See, that's black people can never win. They're going to give us 28 and sometimes 29. That's like A-E-I-O-U and sometimes Y. Get out of here. But I'm mad at more.
What was that saying? When you take one step forward, the government brings you 2 steps back.
I can't believe.
They can't win for losing.
Can't believe he said that shit. Look, Wendy Williams is the only black woman on daytime TV, and she slays. Like we need more people on TV. What happened to our African American sitcoms? What happened to the Black Nights? Remember when we had the WB would be the Black Night on Wednesdays, and Fox would be Thursdays, and Mondays would be UPN, and then I think they switched it over to Tuesdays. We don't even have black shows on TV no more. We don't have that classical shit. We had What's Happening back in the day. We had Good Times. We had the Jeffersons. We had just what else?
Sanford and Son?
Yeah, Sanford and Son. Bitch, you better remember because bitch, I'm losing my words.
Julia.
Okay, go ahead, keep going. We had Martin. We had Living Single, The Facts of Life. You had Different Strokes. Come on, what happened to our black people? What's going on? Everybody, yes, that's Cosby's the #1 show.
Family Matters.
And all everybody want to do now is fight on TV.
Okay.
That's all I want to do. Fight. Oh, bitch, you trying to fuck my man. Or you looked at me this way. Or, girl, let's tussle. Or let's have dinner and throw drinks on each other. What the fuck has happened to our black people? And Morgan Freeman, you got the nerve to sit there and say, oh, let's not even make it about Black history. Bitch, boo, bye, in my B. Scott voice. And that's all I got to say about this.
I think I should seat Morgan Freeman.
Yes!
Should he go to the Hall of Fame?
Put that bitch picking cotton. I want a cotton and I want him picking it. Just so he can know how far we have fucking come for him to make that fucking statement. Now, sometimes in the life,
Oh, God.
we all have pain. We all have sorrow. But if we are one, we know that there's always tomorrow. Lean on me when you're not strong. I'll be your friend.
Can you believe Mr. Clark said
I'll
that?
help you carry on. But
Mr. Clark
it won't be long till I'm gonna need
That's not the Mr. Clark
somebody to lean on. I'm over Morgan Freeman.
Can you go to World Star Hip Hop real quick on your thing?
For what?
Because that's where the video is, where he sucks.
I don't even care.
I want to see it.
I don't want
to see it.
Cause
Go to
wait,
World Star. I know. Yes. I know. Oh, Lord knows I know.
Because this iPad has been touched. So mad at him. You know what? I think that's how we should end this video. I want you guys to have a good weekend. And I want you to, if you got children.
Stay blessed and highly favored.
Yes. And I want you to educate your children on Black history.
How do you go?
We got sites like Wikipedia. Take some time out, and I'm going to take the time out to do the same thing. To educate. We need to educate our family members on this, like our young people, because it's not
Morgan
in the
Freeman,
schools.
Black History Month is ridiculous. Black history is American history. This is on World Star Hip Hop, his 60-minute interview. Black
I'm
History
done.
Month is ridiculous.
I'm just done.
History Month you find ridiculous. You're going to relegate my history to a month?
Ooh.
Come on, what do you do with yours? Which month is Black History?
Ooh.
Well, I'm Jewish. Okay, which month is Jewish History Month? There is one. Oh, why not? Do you want one? No, I don't either. I don't want a Black History Month. Black history is American history. How are we going to get rid of racism? Stop talking about it.
Bitch, we can never stop talking about it.
I'm going to stop calling you a white man.
Child. But you just did.
And I'm going to ask you to stop calling me a black man.
Goodbye. Get this shit off my...
Yes, something's not right.
Morgan Freeman. Stop talking about racism. That is something that will never, ever, ever be stopped talking about. It will never, ever die. Just like cockroaches and roaches will never die. Racism will never die. It will never die. It will always be within because we're all different. We will always have the stigma of, well, white people do this and black people do that and Latinos do this and Asians do that. And sometimes, most of the time, it's true. No shade, it is.
Morgan Freeman's argument is he thinks that Black History should not be just put into 1 month. It should be a whole, like the whole year American History Month. But I think the problem with that is Morgan Freeman, I think that it's a good thing that it is something, at least African Americans are getting a month rather
We
than
need
a
a month.
day.
First of all, we
to
need a
show,
month more than
you know,
anybody.
yeah, we do. You know,
Because, first of all, we did not ask to come here.
oh, I need to go home and watch.
I don't know
it.
nothing about Latinos being forced to come here. I know Indians been here, before anybody.
No,
and the
Latinos-
white people wasn't forced to come here. Mexicans fighting to come the fuck over here. They fighting to come over this damn border.
The Puerto Ricans swam over here.
Yes. Okay? For freedom.
It's okay.
So we need a month more than anybody because we are so oppressed.
I'm so oppressed.
We are oppressed. We only 12% of the damn
We didn't
nation.
ask to come over here. Everybody else wanted to come over here except for us.
Yes. I just can't believe that came out his mouth. Like, we need more than, so that means he don't agree with black entertainment television.
Well, I will
with
say
TV
this,
One.
that I'm kind of glad they did bring us over here, because had they not brought us over here, I'd have
Yes.
never ate Five Guys.
No.
Because I don't think they got Five Guys in South Africa.
Okay.
I'm just saying.
But shit, let me tell you something. Shit, when I was looking at, I've never had a desire to ever go to Africa. I mean, and I don't feel ashamed to say, I just never, ever,
I did.
never had
See,
that
because
desire
you
to
never
go.
saw the beautiful side of Africa.
But when I was seeing some of the housewives and I seen Fat Beach, what's that? Not Fat Beach. The movie with Monique in it. Some of our African cities aren't really.
Well, yeah, the whole
Pretty,
continent
but-
is not...
Come here, let me ask you a question.
Yes.
Close the door first. Oh, I'm praying this shit. I got my prayer. Do you know who Rosa Parks is?
Yes.
Who is she?
She a person who died. And she went to jail because she was saying other white people spying her. They was trying to when she got from work.
Jesus.
Oh, you do know.
So they teach her in school. Who else they teach her about?
Martin Luther King.
Oh.
Who else?
Did they teach you about Mikhail McClendon?
No.
No? Well, I would teach you
What's
soon as we done,
February?
okay? What-
February 18th is Martin Luther King.
No,
No, the month. What's the month?
What's February? See, this is what I'm talking about. It's Black History Month. Did you know that?
No.
Well, at least you knew who Rosa Parks was.
Thank you, Jesus.
Yeah, right?
Okay. Because I was scared.
I was scared too. Scared, but not surprised. I mean, this is North Philly. Say no. I mean, I'm just saying.
Oh, wow. So they don't celebrate Black History Month at your school?
No.
Yes, they do. She probably just don't know.
School program they do because they gave out papers about Martin Luther King and that's history month.
See, that's all we know Martin Luther King, and you're right. We need
We need to know more people other than those. I mean, it's nothing wrong with knowing about them, but about the behind the scenes people. You know what I mean? Dorothy Height, when she died 2 years ago, she had her funeral service at the Washington National Cathedral in Washington D.C.
She's somebody
which
that's
is a
definitely.
high honor.
And I never heard of her until she died. No
You know,
shade.
until and mind you, she's worked along with Martin Luther King and Rosa Parks. She was there, a lot of behind the scenes stuff, and she was the first woman to do something that was a part of something. I can't remember off the top of my hand, but for her to be honored in that way, with presidents at her funeral to honor her like that, it was just an amazing thing. And
Yeah,
she's
she's definitely
98 years old, and
she's definitely someone I would say who was in the background because I've never heard of her.
she
Through the SCLC, through the Civil Rights Movement, through Medgar Evers, Martin Luther King, and the Black Panther movement, I've never heard of her.
Yeah, she was there right along with them. She was just somebody who. That's why I said the school should also be teaching about people who were behind the scenes as well, because a lot of people who from behind the scenes have a lot of fast leading.
And they said, there's somebody I don't even know his name, but they said there was somebody that was gay that was working with Martin Luther King, and they don't recognize him either.
Oh, I didn't
So
hear that
see,
story.
but I can't remember who it is, his name, but they say he should be recognized too. So
Well, a lot of people should be, a lot of people who work behind the scenes, and there are a lot of civil rights pioneers who are still living today. I mean, it's not that many of them, because a lot of them are probably like in their 80s or 90s, but a lot of them are still living. And you got what's his name, Joseph Lowry, who was who's a pastor down south, but he was a part of the civil rights movement as well. I think he's like 91 now. You got a lot of people who are still out there. You got Andrew Young.
See, I don't know him.
You don't know who Andrew Young is?
Never heard of him.
Andrew Young was actually the first United States ambassador to the UN. And he
Bitch, I need to get on Wikipedia and do my damn facts. I need to go on Black History Facts. What is
What's
it?
not in Wikipedia? I mean, they teach you that in school. You don't learn that in school.
No, I ain't learning about no Andrew Young.
Andrew Young was marched with Dr. King. I'm sure if you've seen his face, you know him by face.
Oh, I don't know my name.
Go to this. I'm sure you know him by face. How do you do this?
Yeah.
It should be on World Star. So go to Google.
He on here too? Oh. Girl, because I had to, you see that.
I saw.
Because, girl.
Child, a mess. A fucking mess.
How do you get to, I need to learn how to get my iPad to not bring up shit that I didn't Google before.
Andrew Young, you've never seen him before?
Sure haven't.
Well, yeah, Andrew Young, yeah, he was definitely.
And I see he's still alive.
Yes, he is. That's why I said there's a lot of civil rights pioneers who were behind the scenes who are still alive. Didn't you hear me just say that, or no? You didn't hear me say that?
I heard you say that, bitch.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure. I'm trying to
Look,
figure out
was
what.
pretty.
Yeah, she never married and never had any children.
Girl.
1912 to 2010, she was 98.
You know who I was watching clips of today? For random. Della Reese. I was watching all her old clips and some of her interviews and stuff. Shout out to Della Reese. Because she was pretty and, I don't even know how to say it. But she didn't look how she sounded back in the day.
It says
But now she looked like she...
During the height of the civil rights movement in the 1960s, Hype organized Wednesdays in Mississippi, which brought together black and white women from the North and South to create a dialogue of understanding. American leaders regularly took her counsel, including former First Lady Eleanor Roosevelt. So, she was bad.
You're a bad bitch.
Yeah, she was a bad bitch. And Haidt also encouraged President Dwight D. Eisenhower to desegregate schools and President Lyndon B. Johnson to appoint African American women to positions in government. Mm-hmm. In the mid-1960s, Haidt wrote a column entitled A Woman's Word for the weekly African American newspaper, the New York Amsterdam News, and her first column appeared in the March 20th, 1965 issue on page 8.
And Morgan Freeman got the nerve to say it should be American. What about it can be African American history? Like they got subjects African American.
Why not
history?
designate a month where you can learn about people like
Yeah.
this? You know what I'm saying? Because
Well,
God
it's
knows
not
you
wrong
can't
with
get nobody.
Latino
You can
history.
barely get nobody on Twitter to talk about anything.
Shit.
They're too busy talking about taking the clothes
Can
off.
you believe? But wait, can you believe that it's like in the 2000s, and there isn't really shows dedicated to Latinos, or we don't have any Latino shows,
or minorities
or
in
Asian
general,
shows?
just
Yeah.
minorities. Yeah, I mean, and she was awarded the Presidential Medal of Freedom in 1994 and the Congressional Gold Medal in 2004, and during her lifetime, before she got sick and passed away in 2010, she was also a regular visitor at the White House for President Obama, giving him counsel. Did you know that? 98
didn't.
years old and was
Well, how
making
you
her way
doing? That's
to
why
the White
Obama was
House.
crying when I seen that picture.
Oh yeah, when he was there.
Crying.
Yeah, you know, this was a woman who was. She was a and that's why I said people like her, who was a behind the scenes pioneer, who a lot of people don't know about. She should definitely get a lot of recognition, and she was also famous for her hats because she wore a lot of.
She got more hats than Mary McLeod. Not Mary McLeod. Maya Angelou.
I don't know. So look at her hats right there.
Girl.
Who's this a picture of? There she is right there.
Well, thank y'all for watching. We want to get our Dorothy Height. I'm gonna get my Dorothy Height lesson going on. We will see y'all next week on Monday with a brand new video. And sometime this weekend, I will be posting Vince's birthday party. So make sure y'all look for that video too.
This was at Coretta Scott
y'all
King's
soon.
funeral right here.
She's at Coretta funeral too?
She spoke at the. Yeah, I watched it on TV. She spoke at the funeral.